If you're looking to get your t-shirt brand off the ground with some killer Facebook ads, then look no further. This podcast is for you today. So before we jump into the content, click the link in my description box below so that you can get access to our 5K in 30 days t-shirt brand course. It's an A to Z t-shirt blueprint course of how you can scale from 0 to 5K per month easily, okay? So we're going to jump into the content now. So like I said, Facebook ads. I love Facebook ads. Anyone that knows me knows how much I love Facebook ads, right? We're going to walk through how to create and run effective Facebook ads for your t-shirt brand. Whether you're an upcoming, brand or you're well seasoned, these tips will help you to reach new people that are going to put eyeballs on your brand and equal more customers, okay? So first and foremost, why Facebook ads are a great way to promote your brand. Now, Facebook ads are a great way because they allow you to reach a large audience really quickly. So in life, you have time and you have money. Okay, when you don't have a budget at first within anything like business or whatever, when you don't have money, you have time. Okay, so your time can be spent hitting up, DMing 50 different people a day, asking them, are they interested in your clothing brand XYZ? Would they like to buy? You can do that manually, okay, because you have the time, okay, because you don't have the budget or the money. You have to use your time. You have to invest your time. Now, you can, like I said, you can contact hundreds of people per day using social media. Now, it's going to get to a point where once your business is grown, you're not going to have the time to contact 100 people every single day. It's just not doable. So what you're going to need to do now, you're going to need to shift from time to money, and you're going to need to invest your money into what we call Facebook ads so that Facebook ads can do the job of messaging and showing your message and your offer to 100 people for you. Does that make sense? So a lot of people rush in the beginning to start running Facebook ads, which is good. I'll always encourage that. But initially, when you don't have the budget, you have time. Okay. And then once you don't have time anymore, you need to now use your money. Okay. So I love Facebook ads because it allows you to directly show your offer, your t-shirt, your cap, your clothing, whatever it is, to specific people that based on their interests. So you literally log in, you create your ad account, and you can target people. So say you've got a tennis brand, okay, you sell a t-shirt and it's got a tennis slogan. It's a popular slogan by Serena Williams, okay? She said in her final of the Wimbledon final in 2008, she said a slogan, okay? Now, she said a phrase that you love. Now, you've put that phrase onto t-shirts. Now you're selling it, okay? So who would be your target audience? People that are maybe interested in tennis, and if it's a polo top, maybe it's comfortable, maybe tennis players as well, okay? So you're going to be able to target and tell your Facebook ads, or tell Facebook, show this offer, show my t-shirt to people that are interested in tennis, that like Serena Williams and play tennis on a Saturday, okay? They are aged between 36 to 44 and men and women. Okay, and then Facebook will go out there and show your ad to those people only, okay? Now, this is going to guarantee that your ad reaches specific people that are most likely going to be interested in your brand and your t-shirt clothing, right? Because you don't want to send your stuff to people that are like rappers, like people that are interested in rap and hip hop and grime. If your t-shirts are for tennis people, okay, you're going to waste your marketing spend, you're going to waste your ad spend, and we don't want to do that. So Facebook are really good at showing your offer to specific targeted people. But here's the problem. You need a testing budget when you're starting out with Facebook. So I've been using Facebook ads for the past 8 years, and I've gotten really good at it. Hence why we've been able to grow and scale We Brand New so globally, is because we know how our team are really good at using Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Okay, we know how to use the targeting system and use it to our benefit. So I say that to say you need a budget, right? And I always advise about at least £1,000 testing budget, because what you're going to have to realize is this. You might think tennis players are your best audience, but you have to test that, okay? And the only way to prove that theory is to get sales from it. So what I do is, it's called an ABO and CBO jump method, right? So what I do is I set up 10 ads. Each ad has the same offer. So for example, buy this cap 50% off today. Okay, that's what my offer will say. It'll be a picture of the cap. Okay, I'll show it to 10 different people's interests. So I will send it to people that are interested in tennis. I will show it to people that are interested in Serena Williams. I will send it to people that are interested in Wimbledon. I'll stay in the theme of tennis, but I'll test different interests within tennis. I'll test different magazines. People that are interested in tennis shoes, people that are interested in tennis rackets. I will show it to 10 different people, and I'll give each of those interests a £5 per day budget. Okay, so each of those ad sets, what we're calling them, will be £5 per day for the next 3 days. So total of £15. £15 times 10, because there's 10 different interests, is going to be £150 maximum. Okay, so that's what I'm aiming to spend to test. Okay, and out of those 10 different interests, I'm first looking for how many clicks, like which interest clicks my ad the most, because that's going to show which interest is most interested in my ad, okay, and interested in buying a t-shirt. But most importantly, I'm going to look for who buys it, okay. Which one of those ad sets, which one of those interests are going to buy my t-shirt, okay. Say I'm targeting the 10 different ones, and the ones that are targeted for Serena Williams bought one t-shirt, and I got one sale from that, and the people that are targeted for tennis balls bought 3. Then I can say the people with the interest of tennis balls resonated with my t-shirt the most. Then I'll take that interest, tennis balls, and I'll put it in a separate ad campaign, and instead of just spending £5 a day, I'll spend £20 a day, okay. And if the sales keep going up, because if I spent £5 a day and I got a sale per day, okay, I got 3 sales for the £15 that I spent, then if I spend £30, technically I should get double that, right? 3 sales at £15 budget gave me 3 sales, so £30 should give me 6 sales, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for each time I spend more and more money, I should be getting the exact same amount, doubled or tripled, XYZ, right? And you just keep scaling from there. So instead of spending £15 or £13, you up it to £100, but you do it slowly and steady, okay? You build a nice foundation. And then what you're doing is, meanwhile, whilst you're scaling that specific interest, like say we're scaling tennis balls now, and we're testing it with a higher budget to see if it gives us more sales, at the same time, we're still in our testing zone. So we're still testing the Serena Williams and those interests. And if none of them give us a sell, what do? We test another 10. Okay, we test another 10. So we go back to the drawing board, and now instead of before testing, magazines, tennis balls, Serena Williams, now we're going to test some more stuff. Start branching out, maybe people that are into fashion, always keeping it in the realm of as close to tennis as possible, but just branching out. And all we're doing is we're testing to see who is resonated and which people are resonating more with our brand. Okay, to a point where we want to get to at least 5, 6, 7 different interests, all at £100 per day, right? All bringing us X amount of sales. We don't just want to find one interest that's interested in our clothing brand. We want to find multiple. We want to have 5, 6, 7 on the go, all doing £100 per day, all bringing in X amount of sales. Okay, and that is literally the power of Facebook ads. I've seen far too many people, when we sit down and we consult, people say they try Facebook ads. What they're doing though is they're trying to hit a home run first go. So they'll put, £30, £50, £100, and they're looking for sales. And if it doesn't get the sales, they're like, oh, it don't work, or I will try it again later, and they put it down. But that's not what you got to do. You need to take the data that you've just spent, because you've just spent £100. Okay, you don't want to waste that. That £100 is giving you valuable information that you're going to need to analyze. So you need to look at the £100 that you spent. Who resonated with your audience? Was it ages 18 to 24? Was it 24 to 35? Was it 35 to 44? Was it mainly men? Was it women? Did they gravitate more towards your ad that was a picture, or was it a video? Like, you need to take all this data and keep narrowing down, okay? Trial and error, and throwing away the waste. So if it's mainly men between 18 to 24 that resonate with your ad, throw away all the rest and just target men to 18 to 24 now, okay? Because that's the people that are resonating, and the rest was all waste. So you're never just spending money just to spend it. You're spending spending it to collect data. And the more data you get, you keep niching down, trimming off the fat to where you're only showing your ads to people that are highly likely to click it, and not only click it, but to read your description and your sales pitch, and not only to read your description and sales pitch, but to actually purchase. Okay, and that's what it's drilling down to. All roads lead to purchases. It's all about how, which direction you're going in. Sometimes you could be going far left. Sometimes I've ran an ad and I've spent like £20 and got like 2 clicks. That means each click cost me £10. That is a terrible ad, but I can see straight away that is not the direction I want to continue to keep heading down. Whereas I could spend £100 on an interest and get 200 clicks. Okay, that gives me 50 pence per click. That's a good ad set, right? So it's all about niching down, narrowing down, trial and error, and staying aware of the analytics and looking at what's working and what's not. And what you'll find is in marketing is just a basic word for trial and error, man. You're just basically trying loads of things, seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. You double down on the things that do work and you get rid of the things that don't work. That's why sometimes on websites, when you sign up for something or you're entering a list or something, they'll ask you, how did you hear about us? And then there's a drop down list saying like, is it Google? Is it Facebook? Is it through a friend? Because they want to know where the majority of their marketing efforts are coming from, so that they can cut off the ones that aren't working. So if a majority and 80% of people are saying, yeah, they found this ad through Google, then they're going to cut off the Facebook, the Instagram, all of the other ads, or if they don't cut it off, they'll just have a lower budget in them and pump all of their main budget into Google, because all of the data is coming back saying people that come from Google are highly likely to convert into a customer. So that's where they're going to drill down and spend the majority of their share. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like if you're dating a girl, 3 or 4 girls at once, and there's one girl that's giving you like everything. She's buying you stuff, she's taking you out to eat, she's giving you signs of affection, she's cuddling you, she's kissing you. And then these other 2 girls are kind of like they come on the date and they're on their phone, they're distracted. You kind of know they're chatting to other people as well. They're not showing you any love. Then what are you going to do? You're going to invest your time in those 2 girls. You're going to say, put them to a side and let me invest more into the girl that's giving me, better feedback, and she's obviously interested. There's more going on here. All right, I'm reaping what I sow here. So that's what you want to do in marketing. Try different marketing methods, especially Facebook ads, and narrow down on what's working and get rid of what's not. And you're gonna find your t-shirt sales skyrocket, because you're just essentially showing your ad to people that are more likely interested in your ad. Okay, the reason why you don't always convert at first and you waste a lot of money is because you're showing your ad to people that really aren't interested, because Facebook can get it down, can show your ad to people that they feel 90% will be interested, but there's still that 10% or, Facebook ad is a machine. It's a algorithm. So it goes by what it thinks people, it shows you ad to people that it thinks will like it, but it's not an exact science. They just might not, someone might have accidentally clicked a tennis ad one time while scrolling on a timeline, when in fact they don't really have any interest in tennis. They accidentally clicked it. However, Facebook now thinks that person has an interest in tennis. So now when someone wants to run a tennis ad and show it to tennis people, Facebook will show it to that person thinking that they're interested in tennis when really they're not. Okay, so you can see this thing isn't an exact science. However, Facebook do a really good job in showing it to people, but there's still room for error. Okay, there's still room for error. So when you're running Facebook ads, you need to bear that in mind. And last but not least, you actually need to actually create a good image, like something that people are gonna want to look at. Okay, like, you don't just show a picture of your cap. Show a picture of a guy wearing your cap. Maybe he's in the forest. The lighting is dim. I don't know. There's a bear behind him. There's a bear chasing him. I don't know. I've got examples of quality ads in my 5K in 30-day clothing brand course. But ultimately, your ads should be attention grabbing. Okay, your ads should be attention grabbing. You need strong images and good call to action phrases like listen up, watch this video, click here, to create to get that engaged engagement and get people to really click on your ad. You know, remember, people have like a 3-second attention span nowadays, okay? So when people are scrolling on the timeline with their thumb, you need to find a way that's going to make them stop scrolling, okay? And you're going to get them to stop scrolling by having an ad that's just attention grabbing. It just stands out to them. Question, if you have an ad, if you're scrolling on your phone and you see an ad of a guy being chased by a killer bear that's about to shred him into 50 pieces versus a picture of just a cap, a baseball cap, how many times have you seen a baseball cap and how many times have you seen a killer bear on the loose about to shred a guy into 50 different pieces? You haven't, okay? So you're more likely to stop and see the thing that you haven't seen before versus the thing that you have. And that's what it's about. Now, I'm not saying that your ad needs to have a killer bear in it, but I'm using that as an example to say create something that's going to make your ad stand out. And that doesn't even have to be as extravagant as a bear. It could be, I don't know, you could just have a picture of a guy saying, wait, stop. Don't scroll past this image. You know, that alone is going to pop out to someone that's, you know, scrolling. So that is where you got to wear your creative hat. And that is the part of advertising and marketing which is creative. And there's brands out there that hire people to create these things for them, you know, major corporations. You know, like I was watching the advert the other day of the new Hyundai car on Sky Sports, and believe it or not, Hyundai will hire an advertising agency to think of that ad, you know, that they created, because advertising agencies have a keen eye for being creative and doing things that's never been done before to make it stand out, okay? Now, I'm not saying that you have to go out and hire an ad agency. Luckily enough, in 2002 with the internet, you don't need that. But you do need to get slightly creative and don't be lazy. Don't just have a picture of your cat. That's far too lazy, and you will not be rewarded by and get any clicks, or no one will stop on your ad because you're being lazy. So don't get caught in a lazy trap. Get creative, think out of the box, and think about how you can make and jazz up your cap or your t-shirt or whatever it is, okay? In order to stop the scroll, in order to get the click, in order to get the visit on the website and lead to a sale, okay? So that's it. That is how to run Facebook ads for t-shirt, clothing companies, brands, whatever you are. Hope you got value for this video. Remember to go and get 5K in 30 days clothing brand system. You will not regret it. It comes with a money back guarantee. It's filled with tips, tricks and techniques of how the exact system of how we've helped clothing brands scale from 5K 0 to 5K in just 30 days. Okay, if you go on our Instagram, we've got loads of reviews, testimonials, all sorts of stuff with the clients that we work with, and you will not regret it. And if you happen to regret it and you don't make 30K in 30 days by following our step-to-step system, then we do refund you. Okay, so there really is no risk. You're either going to make a shit ton of money or not be out of pocket. Okay, there is no risk. So make sure you click the link in the description to go and get that. Subscribe for weekly content, podcast content that will help you start, grow and scale your clothing brand to 5K in 30 days. So take care. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.